All right, what's up everybody? This is Danny and I'm here at Apple Park and this is the big day. This is my first time here and this is really exciting. Energy is electric right now. Everybody's waiting to get in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find your favorite YouTubers and content creators and I'm gonna see what they think about all the stuff that went down today. Let's do this. All right, so I just fought through that crowd to get hands-on with the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Plus, the iPhone 14 Pro, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So there are 4 new iPhones this year, and what I like about the 14 and the 14 Plus, especially the Plus, is that you can get the larger display and the bigger battery life without going to the Pro model, which is really cool. And there's a new camera sensor there too, which is gonna be really great for that lineup. But the big deal for me is the iPhone 14 Pro and the Pro Max because they get brand new camera systems all the way across the board, so I cannot wait to test those. And you also get the dynamic island, and when I saw that, I thought, man, this looks like a pill cutout, not really quite sure how I like it, but I love the fact that it animates around it. It's functional, it's beautiful at the same time, so I can't wait to use that every day. And you also get better battery life amongst other things. And they announced a bunch of new stuff like the AirPods Pro, and they also announced the Apple Watch Ultra. So I'm gonna go find some of your favorite YouTubers and I'm gonna ask them what they thought about the announcements today.
Dressed like an Apple employee and everything, you know, wore the wrong shirt. First time you see me wear anything that's collared and doesn't have a sleeve on it, but yeah, it's super hot out here in Cupertino. I'm really excited about the Apple iPhone 14 Pro because it's nice to have a change on the front side of the phone for once. It's been that notch for a few years now, and as someone who spends like 9 hours on the phone, it's nice to just see that you have this weird, it's an odd name, the island, but I do see the functionality in it, and it is totally relatable where there's some situations where you have an app that you're using and maybe you're going to do something else, and by having that little element of multitasking blended in is nice. I know we are hoping for maybe more multitasking in the future, but beyond that, what I'm really excited for is the camera. I take a ton of photos on my iPhone. Reel vlogs are becoming a really huge part of these trips. We capture hundreds and hundreds of clips as a team on, like, as we go around the world, compile it together and put it into these 1-minute videos. And so having better video quality on a smartphone is really nice. And so I'm excited to try that out. Also taking photos at 48 megapixels, but also having that low light performance improvement is awesome. I'm also happy that they've had a bit of attention towards that 0.5x camera, letting in 3 times more light. I'm curious to try. Yeah, for architecture, it's huge. I mean, like taking photos of like your home projects and especially interiors, that's important. But I think looking into the future, the zoom camera is something that maybe wasn't touched on as much in this event, but nevertheless, the improvements in the main camera and the resolution finally breaking past that 12 megapixel is awesome.
Oh, my boy, Brian Tong, what's going on,
What
bro?
up, D? What up, D?
What is going on, man? Hey, lots of stuff going on today, man. So tell me, what was your favorite thing today that you saw? I mean, everybody knows iPhone, right? But
Yes.
Let's go beyond the iPhone.
Go beyond the iPhone?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think it kind of is more hobbyist, but it's really cool what they did with the Apple Watch Ultra.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you don't care about extreme sports, just getting roughly 36 hours, potentially with software, the low power 60 hours of juice and a bigger face, I think some consumers will buy it just because it's a bigger face and more battery juice. So do I like Dynamic Island? I do, but I thought that was kind of like the surprise sleeper, like kind of cool thing if you think about it. I like that the most. It was kind of interesting, whatever we hear rumors, but the way that everyone reacted when they saw the pill, that's when you knew that's going to be a seller. Like people are going to be like, oh, okay, now I'm in. And what we saw demoed here, it looks pretty dope.
I don't even care if you're shooting a video right now. I do not care at all. All right?
There you go. That's I got the perfect. Amazing. Ask me.
What do you think was missing from today's presentation?
Ooh.
Like something that you would like to see, but you didn't see.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Wow.
I'm gonna stump him.
Okay. What would I have wanted to see that they did not announce?
That's right.
Man, you got me messed up now. One thing that I thought we were going to see that we didn't see, it's not necessarily that I'm disappointed by it, but I just thought they were going to announce it, was 8K video recording.
Right.
Because they have the higher resolution now, which means technically they could enable 8K. and they didn't do it. So I think that's the one thing that, it's not that I'm disappointed, I just thought that would be another like selling point of the phone this year. That's the other one, astrophotography. I thought we would see an astrophotography mode, and we did not. We did not. So that would actually be my biggest disappointment.
Okay, so let me flip it around. So
Okay.
what is the best thing that you saw today? What were you surprised by, or what the thing that you liked the
Yeah,
most?
the best thing,
Yeah.
the thing that actually put a smile on my face was, I think the name is stupid, Dynamic Islands.
Oh yeah.
See it, because we saw the rumors, right? There's going to be this pill cutout and then another shape, and then we saw, well, they're going to kind of combine it together using the OLED to make just one size. But when you saw it expanding and contracting and opening up, that felt like, to me, like a fun experience, the kind of experience that the average person will like really enjoy. So that was the most delightful thing for me, was seeing that it's not just a pill shape, but they're actually using the OLED to make a dynamic cutout up there, depending on what you're doing.
How's it going, Dan?
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, man.
So, what did you think today? Like, what was your favorite thing that you saw today?
You.
Oh, well, thank you. See, that's the real answer, guys. Thank you.
No, it's been good. It's been good. I can't wait to see what the photonic software, the new Deep Fusion, is going to do. Obviously, we've got hardware improvements on the camera, but can't wait to do some camera comparisons. I'm really excited for the cameras. And the 14 Plus. The fact that it's only $100 more than the 14, but you get the best battery life, much bigger screen.
Yeah.
I love it.
That is pretty sweet. What do you think about the AirPods?
I haven't tried it yet. I gotta say though, I use mine all day long, so I'm genuinely excited about.
That's not a sponsor. That's for real.
Paid for by Apple. I tried the new Ultra.
What do you think about that?
I like it. I don't want to spend $800 on it, but I like it.
But it's big, but it wasn't like super heavy.
I know. And actually, I thought it might be even more expensive. So I don't do a lot of adventuring. I don't leave my house a lot, so it's not meant for me. I was a bit sad though that the Series 8 didn't seem to be much better.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. So, how long are you here for, man?
I am flying out in about 4 hours. I don't know why I looked at my wrist. In about 4 hours, so I have to get to work and get this camera out of my face.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Is this sacrilege? This is an iPhone 12 Pro. Are we allowed to bring old? This is like Stone Age tech now.
Wait,
Damn.
What's going on here?
Damn.
You cannot do that.
But the case looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
Yellow.
Oh.
We're having a filmception going on here.
That's right. But what are some of the best things that you liked about today? Like, what was the thing that got you?
I mean, obviously iPhones. I don't want to be basic though, because like I feel like everything, everybody's all about the iPhone, the dynamic island, but I am like curious to see what like everyday life is with the Apple Watch Ultra. I just want to see like if it's something that I can like sport every day.
I mean, look at this wrist. I mean, you think that the Ultra is going to go on that?
Oh no!
It's going to be kind of chunky, but
I tried it out and it's a little chunky, but maybe we'll have to like get over that and just, I don't know, just appreciate it for all its functionality and everything that it brings. So,
okay. So what do you think about the satellite SOS feature? I mean, do you think that that's something that people are going to use, or?
It's cool. I do appreciate that like leap and like just attention to all like the emergency, like with the crash detection.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, I love to see like the development that went into it and like just like the build up over the years. I feel like this is, like they said, a long time coming. So will I use it? I mean, hopefully, God forbid.
No, hopefully that's what they say, right? Please don't test the crash detection, people.
I
Please
will
don't do
not
that.
be testing any of that. No, but I do appreciate to see it, and if the situation ever needs to happen, then it'll be cool to have that.
All right, so here's another first timer like me over here. You know what I mean? First timer at Apple Park. Look at this guy. You know what I mean? This is fun, man. It's kind of crazy being here.
Yeah, it was fun experience, very interesting. It's one of these things that we've all watched it, at home on our computers. So actually being in there, especially in the Steve Jobs Theater, was nice.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful in there. So as my audio bro, I have to ask you. All right, so AirPods Pro, do you think like they did enough here with the updates? I mean, there's some good new features here.
Yeah, I mean it is. I think this is one of those devices that people will sleep on because it didn't sound too sexy, but there's a lot of practical updates. Now, mind you, the original AirPods Pro came out about 3 years ago. This now has improvements like 2x ANC, which sounded good. Again, it was loud there with everyone, so it was a good place to test it out. Then you also have, you've got controls, the volume controls on each earbud, which is kind of simple, right?
But we needed that.
But yeah, exactly. Like, it's something that you definitely would use on a daily basis.
Yo, and what about that ambient noise feature too? They use like where somebody was just jackhammering in the background, and it just kind of like took them down, but they still, it's like a part of transparency mode. It was really dope.
Yeah, that is dope. That is dope. I think those are the kind of features that a lot of people will come to love more. Plus, even with spatial audio, now you can customize or personalize spatial audio.
Yeah,
that's also pretty cool. But look, as an audio guy, it's still sound, right? For me, it's still sound. And I tested it out for maybe about 3 minutes, just my listening session there. I would say it sounded better already to me. Now,
all right.
And you bass lovers, you're gonna love it. There's more bass in there. So those people who are looking for that kind of like extra feel and bump, you're gonna get it. Right. Definitely gonna get it.
All right, so line this guy's pockets right here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, buy Apple AirPods Pro, okay? Buy them and use his affiliate link, please. All right, man.
All right, later, man.
Sap, what's going on, my bro?
It's good, man. Excited to be here.
Bro, it's been a while since I've seen you, so...
It's like 3 years or something, man.
It's
Crazy.
been so long, bro.
Too long.
All right, so I want to ask you a question, right? What do you think about Apple giving the A15 to the 14 and 14 Plus, and then giving the A16 to the Pro lineup? What do you think about that?
That's an interesting question. So the one difference that I've noticed is that the A15 is the one from the Pro models, so the GPU is around 18% faster. So there is a slight improvement compared to the iPhone 13s. It's not significant, but I think who it's targeted at, they will never notice the difference. So it still will be great for gaming. The A15 is still really capable, and I think that also keeps the price down.
What do you think about the Pro Max cameras? I mean, I was really excited about the ultra wide, man, being better. Like, well, what are you excited about with the new cameras?
Well, just generally, I think the way Apple does things is very different. So we now have the 48 megapixels, and there's going to be lots of pixel binning, but I'm just interested in how they're going to implement the photonic engine. And there's obviously the combination of hardware and software. So with Apple, it's never about specs, right?
Never.
So it's more about the experience. And from what I'm seeing, from the brief hands-on that I've had, it looks promising. But of course, we're going to be doing some Superstar style comparisons.
That's right.
So look out for those.
This guy,
you can watch Danny's as well, of course, after mine.
Watch his first, because he's the best. All right. Judd, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Hey, it's good to see you.
Of course, good to see you too.
Yeah,
glad you're here. You know.
You know, man, first time, but it's good. It's good to see all the familiar faces, everything, man.
Of course.
All right, so I gotta ask you. I've been asking a lot of people the same questions, but I'm gonna ask you, as a parent, do you think that steady feature that they had? I think it was like
the action mode.
Yeah, the action mode, man.
Okay.
Hey, look, Austin's running around like crazy.
Always. I'm not trying to do no self promo here, but like, when I shoot my real day in the life videos, he's usually my subject.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be like, that's exactly what I'm thinking about, because he's gone, and I'm just like, Austin, come here.
And you want to make sure that you get that. So that's gonna be a cool real life test, right?
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be.
You gotta see that on the video, right?
I think that's gonna be cool. But to be honest, the video stabilization has always been good, so I can't even imagine how much better that should make it.
All right, so let me ask you about one thing that you were surprised by. Were you surprised by anything at the event?
Oh yeah, Dynamic Island.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not see that coming whatsoever. I was just waiting to see what kind of cutout they were gonna do. Saw the pill shape, and I was like, okay. And then it expanded, and then there were icons, and it's like, wait a minute, they made it interactive? I didn't see that coming whatsoever.
Yeah, that's so Apple, man. But it's like, it makes that fun. So I think that's really good. I think people will kind of be blown away by it, honestly. I think it's kind of cool.
I mean, just being able to see your charging information pop up when you're connected with your AirPods, music tracks, and then the fact that you can now be in a different app, hold it down, and get access to another app, part of another application. Yeah. That's pretty cool. It adds another layer of functionality that just wasn't there before.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so what is one thing that maybe you wanted to be announced, but it didn't get announced, or a feature that you definitely wanted, but you were like, ah, man, come on.
I mean, I feel like they did all the things at this.
There were some rumors like 8K video and stuff like
I'm
that.
not. I don't need that.
But you know, most
I don't
people
need
probably
that.
knew, nah, that's not gonna happen.
Even as a creator, I don't 8K. What am I gonna do with that? So I wasn't too pressed about 8K. There weren't any, like, I was hoping to see AirPods.
And
we
then
saw AirPods, so they didn't leave anything on the table for me personally. So
So this was a successful event then.
my needs were satisfied. What could I
Judd said
say?
it. Hey, Apple, Judd said it. You did your job. Game over.
Mission complete.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
Of course,
Appreciate it. Hey, Justine, how are you doing?
I'm
Hey.
so good. I mean, this is like, I'm freaking out right now. Like, this is what I look forward to the whole year.
Yeah, so cool. You know, I could not leave Apple Park without talking to you first because they announced a bunch of stuff today. It's pretty crazy. So
They did.
I mean, what are you most excited about today? What do you say?
I mean, obviously, I'm always so excited about the new iPhone, but I was actually really hyped about the new Apple Watch Ultra, mostly because I feel like there hasn't been a big change since the beginning. So this is kind of their first iteration of making something completely different. So I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna be able to fit that like large watch? What do you think?
So it's pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. It actually kind of felt like I had a little television on my wrist. But I mean, surprisingly how large it is, because it's the titanium, it's surprisingly pretty light for how large it is. So I'll definitely wear it. I may also get an 8 as well and kind of switch them out depending upon the event.
So there's another question that I've been asking people. What do you think about the 14 and 14 Plus getting the A15 versus the A16? Do you think this is like the right move for Apple, or do you think people even care about that?
I mean, I think because they're basically reconfiguring everything to kind of make it, I guess, you know, use that A15 processor a little more efficiently. I mean, I think it's okay, but obviously, you know, if you want that device, okay. But of course, that's why there is the Pro models, and that is why people do upgrade, is to obviously get more features and to get the new dynamic island.
Okay, yeah, and that's another thing too. I mean, what do you think about that? Was that a surprise to you that we saw a lot of leaks, right? And we just thought, oh, this might be a little ugly, but with all the animations and stuff, it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I was surprised too, because they ended up turning something that would be just, you know, a normal everyday, like, oh, it's the pill-shaped design, into a feature, and they gave it a name. I mean, you could not be any more Apple than naming the pill-shaped design a dynamic island and making it actually just that dynamic.
What is the one surprise maybe that you got today that you didn't expect?
I know
Anything?
there were rumors about the AirPods, so I was kind of surprised they kind of slipped that in there, and as a little, you know, end of the like, hey, guess what? We've also got some new AirPods. And I was also surprised because a lot of the AirPods don't fit in my ears, and the smaller tip on the AirPods Pro 2, they actually felt pretty good. So I'm excited to test that out, so I can finally use AirPods Pro. I hope. I'm still using the first gen.
What?
I know. It's the only ones that'll stay in my ear.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to your content for sure.
Yep. And then I'll see you next year around this time.
All right. See
Bye.
ya. Bye. So that about does it from Apple Park for the iPhone 14 launch. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I did run into people like Marquez and also ran into people like Technical Gurushi, but I just couldn't get them because everybody's so busy and they're running around everywhere, and it's really hard to get them on film. So I hope you enjoyed this. There was still a ton of people on it, and the reason why that my audio was a little bit messed up was because I had noise cancellation on and I was behind the camera and kind of made my voice drown out. So hopefully you like the subtitles. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to the channel for a lot more iPhone 14 stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.